I really like sleigh bells, not just at this time of the year, but in general. And, you know, whenever I go into a toy shop or somewhere like that, even little kids' sleigh bells I'm inclined to perhaps purchase. And they're amazingly useful because every single sleigh bell has its own character, its own sound, its own resonance. But they're also instruments that you just need to take care in that, you know, obviously they have a life of their own. And so even if you're playing them in an ensemble or in an orchestra, you know, explore the various ways of playing sleigh bells. But also importantly is taking care of how you pick them up, how you pop them down so that there's no resonant sounds or unwanted sounds there. And a good idea sometimes is just to pop a little hook into the very top of the handle here. And it just means that if you have a clip on a music stand or a stick tray, you can, after you finish playing these, you can just then very quietly in the same position just, you know, hook it onto the stand. You might find other ways to do that. Some of the bells are actually fine once you've finished playing, and, you know, once that last stroke, it may end up just being a little bit longer and then you can quietly put it on a stand. But certainly the hook idea is worth thinking about, worth trying. So, but yes, I mean, also explore just the different ways of striking these and really take note of the length of sound that each strike creates. So for example, if I use my fist, I know that I'm going to have to really play well on top of the beat in order for the sound to project. So sometimes you might feel as though you're really playing ahead, but actually out there in the audience, the sound will really, you know, fit into the rest of the ensemble. There's a much more slap-like sound coming from my hand there, which is absolutely fine if that's what you would like. That's really short staccato. And you can really control the dynamic well. And you know, less defined there, more legato. Really explore with the different ways, different angles. It's just whatever the music requires. And lots of different things there. Really just play around with the bells. And of course they're all different. And surprisingly, these little children's ones are actually really, really good. They really project well. You might want to hold several. It's entirely up to you. What would happen if I held a lot more? There's like an army of sleigh bells there. But also one of the things I quite like to do is just to have some water. Now normally I'd use a much deeper bowl than this, but with the little kiddies ones, you know, where you don't mind them getting water inside, it's not a big deal. But the sleigh bells are going through a puddle there. So just have some fun with them.